Hello everybody, my name is Morpheus. So, in this live seminar, I'm going to be teaching everybody the basics of magic and witchcraft in a simple, digestible way, and I will be giving certain tips that I have been studying for the last couple of years and have gained some insight because of that. So, it will probably help you gain a better mastery over most of the things which you are currently working on. So, does anybody have any sort of questions regarding magic or does not understand anything right now?
Uh, I don't have any questions at the moment, though.
All right. So basically, let me explain magic as something natural. It's the natural process of everything. In the scientific process, we study the cause and effect, but in magic, we create the cause that creates the entire scientific phenomenon. We study in scientific terms the result of magic. If you want to stretch it a bit further like that, then you can have the answer in that way. So magic is compatible with science if you are confused about that as well. So I'm not going to be going over that little part today because if anybody wants to, they can contact me later about that. However, what I'm going to be teaching you guys is simple techniques and ideas of magic which are really not commonly known except by a few people. So one of the first thing that only a few people know is the simple invocation process. So I have seen many people who try to summon entities. They use big Goetic temple ritual setups. They use talismans and sigils like these rings and pentagrams. However, sometimes it's really simple. You don't have to use anything at all. Like I got a simple analogy from a friend a few months back is that magic works with, wait, there's someone in here, so I will be admitting them. All right. Like I was saying, magic works with the five elements: earth, water, air, fire, and spirit. So in a human body, we have water inside of us, we have earth as minerals inside of us, we have fire, which is the process of energy being consumed by we eating food and then creating energy, that is fire. We have spirit, which is deep within us, and air is the simple oxygen that we breathe in and the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. So we are perfect magical ritual item. Like we are the perfect ritual ingredient that you need if you want to perform anything. So, for example, you decide you want to summon Lucifer. So, do you really need his sigil? You do really need everything just to summon him? No. What you need is simply his soul. Like you know what you're trying to contact. In many works and by ear quoting, it is called a preliminary invocation. So by doing that, you first learn about the entity that you're about to contact. You learn its history. You learn the many different origins of it. You decide which one you want to contact. Like if I desire, I can contact the war hungry, dangerous, and bloodthirsty aspect of Odin. However, if I desire, I can contact the lovely father aspect of him, who protects humans from harm, who wants to protect Asgard and everything from destruction in Ragnarok. So, what is the end result of that? What do you need? What you need is basically yourself. Just focus on anything that you want to do. Focus on performing a ritual, just do that. If you want to focus on getting a certain result, visualize it. So, I want to ask, is there anybody who has certain question or Do you have any kind of result that you want in your life that you're not getting simply? Is there anyone who wants certain thing?
Well, yes, I have one.
All right.
So basically, I have been trying to contact certain spirits, but it seems really harder to create that bridge of connection with them. I just want to improve my divination skills and evocation skills too.
All
How
right.
we can improve it?
So first, let me go through the evocation part, right? Because that is what I'm totally excelling at that moment. In order to
Okay.
evoke an entity, you need to first get to know them, like I said previously. First, get to know them, then focus on a certain aspect of that entity and try to visualize and bring it into form in front of you. This is the main process of evocation. Just pull that entity out of the ether and bring it in front of you. Some people think that magic is just your own psyche. And my question to those people is that if it works, then why question it? If the magic works, if the results are happening, even though we are just calling beings out of our own subconsciousness, why do we have to change anything? Because it works. Like if believing in an entity works and improves our life, then why should it be questioned? Why should we destroy that false story, the false godhood that we create within ourselves? Because even if we go by atheism or even if we go by left hand path theology, we are our own gods. So even in rituals, when you try to summon an entity, you are summoning a god as a god. You are calling them as your equals. So in right hand path magic, you bow down to an entity. Like, for example, you bow down to the Christian God, you bow down to Jesus. But in left hand path, you call an entity and you are the equal. You show them respect. You show them respect like you would a fellow king. Visualize that you are a king of a small country. You are meeting a king from another country. You're meeting. Should you show respect? Do you do that? Yes, you do. Why? Because the entity, the being who is coming here is also royalty. You are both royalties, and you know that you must show respect to someone if you want that respect back. Do as you will, as you want others to treat you. Treat others like you want others to treat you. That is the simple theology of magic. Just summon an entity, be respectful, and it will work. And like Arya, you said, you want to call forth an entity. However, it does not happen. Let me ask you a question. Do you know that entity is not coming? Is it just because you cannot see that entity, you cannot feel that, you cannot hear that? Do you think that the entity is not here? Did you have any single result?
Basically, what's mainly happened is that the candle flame sometimes burn hysterically and sometimes rises a height that is really not imaginable for me. I am not able to basically hear or see anything, but one day I tried to experiment. So when the candle was actually burning very hysterically, I just took a scissor and shoved off a little bit of its wick. But basically what thing I basically saw is that the candle flame remained unchanged. Even the wick got smaller, but the candle flame remained unchanged. That's the
Uh,
basic thing that I have experienced.
mind if I ask something?
Yep.
uh, yes.
Uh, so all right. So lately, I've primarily been prioritizing healing, and you know, ugh, what I'm trying to say is, you know, I've been, I've been prioritizing that for a while, and you know, I've been thinking about either continuing with it or continue with it, just pushing it to side a little bit and try to work on the other areas I'm lacking in, like being able to see and hear entities. I'm starting to get like little glimpses of that, like hearing words here and there or seeing specks of light.
I see. So
just from my natural practices.
I
Though
understand.
one day I would like to work up to to be able to see a physical manifestation or to be able to hear them, but I know that's going to take a few years. I already know I'm making progress.
Hello?
Yeah, we are all here. So,
Yeah, yeah.
same
Your voice is
question.
really getting a little bit disturbing.
Mine.
Yes, yes, yours, I guess. Sometimes I guess it's connection problem here.
Probably. My geofiber is not that good. In India, most of the internet is not that good. At least in my area.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know. Do you guys, can you hear me properly? Is there any issues?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes,
Perfect.
now I can hear you. Now I can.
All right. Yeah, I was doing some sort of rituals a few minutes back as well, so maybe so. It also happened a few minutes back, like I was talking with my friend. Arya also came in during that time. During that time, when we were talking, suddenly the call was buzzing and I could hear some faint whispering from the other side as well. So it's normal for most of the time. So, like Ariel, like you said about that, right? Let me ask you a question. Why do you think that you cannot do that? Why do you think that you need to have to wait years to have certain result?
I'm not sure if it would actually be years. I was just trying to say that, it would take a while. It would take a lot of work.
I see.
And
All right. Mm.
and may I also ask something? I have ADHD, and at times it makes it a bit more difficult to focus on one thing. Do you know of any techniques that may help with that?
You know, the thing with ADHD is that if you ever get any answer for about that, if you have any way to handle ADHD, just tell me as well because I'm also suffering from that as well, and I have
Ugh.
severe depression as well.
Oh my.
Most of the time, what I do to deal with it is that I do some simple meditation. Like sometimes is that I want to do something. I just most of the time I have either one of my rings. I just twirl with them in my fingers. Like in India, it's like if you were talking with your elders, you need to be respectful. So you have to look at them in the eye. So I usually do is that I have my ring and I just twirl with them. I play with them just to have any sort of focus. And other times when I feel like I want to move or do something, I just basically visualize that I am in some sort of place, and then I'm doing the same things that I want to do. I just visualize them. It works, at least
All
for
right,
me.
so visualize what you're doing.
Exactly.
It helps.
So today in the class, we will be having two modules, right? First module is basically visualization. If you want, you can say that we will have three modules. The first module is visualization. Second one is creating a mental palace. And third one is creating an energy ball. And if you are able to do that properly, then we will be going to another level, which will be calling forth an entity. So does anyone have any other questions that they want to ask right now before we start everything? Or do you want to keep trying on and wait until the end of everything?
Mm.
No, I don't have any questions.
Right.
Oh, I uh, I have a question. So
Mhm.
so lately I've been feeling a lot of pressure in my third eye, and it's like a pushing pressure on the inside.
All right.
Uh, is there anything you're supposed to do when it happens? Like, I just kind of feel like it should just let it do its thing.
Honestly, most of the time I also do that, but if it's too, if it's too distracting, I do something is that I just take two of my fingers, like, the third eye in most mythologies like this is like this one. I just take two of my fingers on two areas on the two sides of the third eye, and I gently probe it close. Like this actually works, and it removes every single part of the pushing feeling, which is kind of distractive. Sometimes it works as well. If you are working with, if you want to focus, then it can also work. Like you just do that and then visualize the result and then continue with the work that you're doing.
Yeah, and I uh, I heard this weird popping sound the other day.
Hmm. Can you explain it a little better?
It was like a quiet pop, and like the thing is, I could hear it in my mind. I could hear it in my mind. It
Hmm.
was like a
I understand.
and it had a bit of a ring to it.
Was it before you were about to sleep or?
Yeah, it was before I was falling asleep.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Certain entities also talk with me like that. Most of my really weird gnosis happens before the moment I'm about to fall asleep. Right. It was, for example, when I went for Satan path working. I was working really hard with Odin, and suddenly, when I was about to fall asleep, I hear this huge raspy voice suddenly speak, "Wake up!" And I look around, I see a shadowy figure on the edge of my bed, and he tells me that he is Satan and he wants to work with me. Like this happened, and the other day, I think Arya will know this deity. There is this deity.
Oh,
This is an incarnation of the goddess Tara. She is an
okay.
incarnation of goddess Kali. So she also
Uh,
said me like that.
this this just brought something up because
Hmm.
I, whenever I'm getting ready to fall asleep, I hear noises often, even though my room's completely quiet.
Like a boom.
Yeah, yeah, like a boom, and I can also hear faint voices, you know, whistling, whisper stuff like that. And I'm not really sure if it's my mind, which it could be, but I have a feeling it might be something else.
Right. You said that you hear some weird noises, right? Um,
Yeah, and this
this
is only when I'm trying to
sometimes,
fall asleep.
all right. So see, the theta gamma state is what we're trying to achieve most of the time, and the perfect theta gamma state is when you're about to fall asleep. It's when most of the other activities in our brain are stopping, and we are focusing on shutting most of the things down which we do not need to survive. And that is the moment we gain most of the gnosis. Even in magic, in meditation, we ask to reach to that state. We wish to do that so we can finally get answers. This is the part which is used by every yogis to attain enlightenment.
Yeah, that actually explains a lot.
One thing popped in my mind right now. Uh, that is, can we basically, from which system I'm very familiar with, and it's my comfort zone of magic, basically. And now I'm doing something that is basically occult, which is out of my comfort zone. So, can I use some other source energy to get my desired results?
Yeah, you can. It totally depends on what you want. Some people have summoned demons by calling on the power of Yahweh. Some people have summoned demons by calling on Lucifer. Some people, like me, have called on demons by using their own true name and true God self.
Oh, oh.
Everyone can do whatever they want.
Okay.
All right. So let's go for the first exercise, right? Visualization. So visualization is the activity of studying and using our imagination to create any sort of character or any sort of visual creation which we can use and mold into a result. Like, how many people can open their videos and mics? It would be easy if many people
I
could do
can.
that. Yep.
I'm on phone now. I'm on mobile.
It would be easier
Um,
if we all could see each other do that.
Actually, I'm Kevin, a magic name Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm in a boarding school, so I can and there's a power cutoff, so I cannot open my video, but I can do open my mic.
Yes, that's all right. So let's all do the visualization together, right? So what I first want you everyone to do is that just sit straight, have your back straight, and just focus on whatever desire. First, let's open our third eye. If you cannot open your third eye, just do something. Just calm down. First, calm your body down and close your eyes if you can. Close your eyes, fall deeper into your subconsciousness. Sit and then slowly feel as if you are falling into an ocean of darkness. Slowly feel everything is going down deep within you, deep within your soul. Just keep falling. Just do that. And then look up. Don't open your eyes, but visualize you looking up from the ocean, and at top of you, you see the surface of the ocean. You're deep within the ocean, and then you can see the surface when you look up. And then the surface, there is a white sphere. This is the moon, and you can visualize it as the galaxy or the source of power. Then what you have to do is that first pull your hand out. Just take your hand and slowly reach towards the small glowing sphere, and then visualize a slow white light, a tendril just coming out of the sphere and slowly connecting with the finger. Feel energy, hear the white noise, see the power falling through you. Just feel as if the tendrils are in your fingers, dancing. Then slowly pull your finger away. Pull your finger in front of you. Keep visualizing the small tendril around your finger like you are taking and twirling a spaghetti. And then
Uh,
slowly open your eyes and continue visualizing it. Could everybody do that?
yeah,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah. Just did that.
Can anyone feel anything?
yeah. I can feel a little black tentacle around my pointer finger.
I I felt some sort of energy in my arms.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I felt some trance in my eyes.
No, like
I
I could
felt
feel a ball of energy in my left arm.
yeah, I feel a faint energy in my arms too, and I can feel it throughout my body.
Then
No, I
slowly,
only felt it in my arms, like a ball
all
forming
right,
around my arm, like
all right,
left arm.
all right. Everybody is feeling this different. Keep the energy in front of you. Then slowly visualize the energy continuously getting bigger until the small moon or the white sphere is nothing more and all the energy is in your fingertips. And then slowly look at me and then do the same thing that I'm doing. Take the energy and slowly push it to your third eye and push it inside of you. Put the energy inside of you. And when it goes inside, Visualize it first going to your third eye, then slowly descending down, and slowly falling down from your throat chakra to down to your heart chakra, then to the solar plexus, then to the root, and finally dissipating under your feet. You should feel a sort
Wow.
of different feeling at that point, like your third eye throbbing or your entire body shivering or something.
I can't yet like open my third eye.
I don't really feel much of it, but I do feel my third eye thumping a little bit.
This is absolutely one of the most basic rituals, so you do not have to worry most of the time if you cannot feel anything. So
Uh,
if you cannot feel anything, that also is okay. It
I
takes
feel
time.
a slight splinting sensation in my head. It was like a quick headache.
Well, it seems some of my dogs are
Well,
answering.
I can feel irritations in my solar plexus right now.
Right.
Basically, I get these triggers
Yeah,
when I'm
I can
actually doing
feel it in
these
my
things.
solar plexus and I can feel it in my root.
I can't feel much anything.
It's all right.
It's very subtle.
Yeah. This is one of the most simplest rituals or magic that I performed ever in my life. I don't think anybody will teach you how to do that outside of the Golden Dawn. This is one of the early stages of magic that Golden Dawn teaches. So you have to use the same technique that I used if you want to for most of the things. Like if you're about to start a ritual, then do the meditation and do this, and then continue with your own evocation. It will grant you power. In the Golden Dawn formula, if you do the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, you will be calling on the energy straight into your third eye, then to the solar plexus, then to this part of the arm and this part, do this, and then you're like this is first you pull it here, Ata, then Malkut, then this is the Bhagavira, Bhagavura, then Olem Amen. Like it means that the power to thee, to kingdom, forever and ever. Amen. Like it means that you will forever having the power inside of you. Like this is the command that will give the power of the source, the God, the actual true God, the source into you.
I I feel something in my eyes.
Mm, all right. I am really sorry if I'm mistranslating some of the Hebrew words because uh, sometimes I just get too much nervous. So let's go to the second module then. Let's first let's do some runes then and see what kind of divination we get out of today's event. So we got the perfect rune. This is the rune
Oh my
Algis,
god, the trident?
not the trident. It means Algis. Algis, the rune actually means,
Oh,
yeah, it can also be considered as trident. Most of the symbols are intellect with one another in any ways. This rune Algis means mental fortitude, power, and spiritual insight. It alongside the rune uh, Avas can protect you from most of the harm. So next module that we are going to be going over is visualizing and creating your own mental palace. So if anybody wants, they can also try this again and then just feel their own energies working, slowly merging with them. What I want to teach you is to create your own mental palace, which you can retreat to later if you want. All right. When everybody's ready, just tell me and I will start that.
Hold on. I I need to put my blinds up.
Absolutely. Also, a warning, just
Yeah.
drink a water when you are doing magic. You just get
Hey,
dehydrated a lot sooner.
oh, I didn't know that.
It happens with me a lot when I do magic.
I didn't know magic can make someone dehydrated.
Me neither.
Yeah, I've always had a harder time feeling the energies, and I used to be an atheist a few years ago.
Hmm. I mean, I think we all have had a atheist phase. So,
Ready.
all right. Any Arya, are you ready, Kevin?
Yes, yes, I'm ready.
All right. So, just as a warning, if you suddenly hear some sort of noise outside my window or just outside my room, then it's normal at this point. Arya knows in West Bengal we have a specific vampire hack combo like entities. They are called niches. They
Do
make
you
weird
have one
noises.
right there?
Usually they appear right outside my window or my room.
Generally, in childhood, I felt many niche entities. Actually, my mother always told me not to like respond to these calls until
Yeah,
unless you see me
they
calling.
are like our Indian version of Wendigos or the Skinwalker.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know if you can see this, but a few days back, right outside my window, there is a street light which just got destroyed. And since then, animals and spirits are always coming near us. And right now, I don't know if you have heard something. Yeah, they have answered. So let's not disturb them and do our own work. And let's do and work on the mental palace. So first, I want you all to go and fall deeper within yourself, right? Just like before. But now visualize that you are in a room, a white room, which is in the shape of a cube. When you look in front of you, you see a white wall. On every single side, there is a white wall. But continue to visualize that until you can feel it, until you can hear the slow, sudden stop of wind inside the room, until you can taste the smooth marble walls. Continue doing that until you can feel anything. Continue visualization. Hear my voice slowly fall deeper. Slowly create your own walls. Slowly create the room, which will be your home. This is the room of power. This is the basic. This is a building block. This is the piece of mud that you are going to be creating into your own pottery, into your own house, into your own temple. This is your house from now on. When you are done with creating everything, slowly take your hand up and try to feel everything. Then slowly expand. Slowly expand, then contract everything. Feel it coming inwards, feel it going outwards. Continue doing that so you can feel that you are controlling this room. When you all can do that, just tell me. Slowly continue to do that. Visualize. Slowly smell the walls,
Oh,
the stone walls.
that is such a cool. That's so cool.
Touch the wall in front of you. Feel the cold marble in front of you. This is what you have created at this point. This is
So
all you.
smooth. I can decorate it too.
Indeed, you are going faster than I thought, honestly. It took me half a month just to learn that. Now, I want you to visualize a small trunk in front of you, a small wooden trunk, whatever makes you think is better. A travel suitcase? Yeah, it's okay. A duffel bag? It's okay. Personally, I like the trunks from Harry Potter, so that is mine. Then open it. Okay. Then try to remember one of your worst memories, one that makes you feel shivering, one that makes
Oh
you
my,
want to destroy everything.
oh my God.
Then you have no power for me. Take the entity and take the memory and slowly visualize it being pulled into the trunk. Visualize the black shadow going into the trunk. Every memory, every trigger is going back. Every trigger is going back into the trunk. When it's done, close the trunk. Then visualize chains wrapping around the trunk. And then throw that trunk at the corner of the room where a shelf appears. That is where the trunk is going to stay. Your worst memories are
Where,
there.
where are we doing this?
This is what magic is. This is your inner
Oh,
palace. Welcome to your home.
thank you.
Now, I want you to do something when you are done with this. Slowly visualize a bed in the middle of the room. Sit on it, and then think of a cabin in the woods. Think slowly the walls are melting away, creating wooden walls, wooden furniture. In front of you, there is a fireplace with warm fire. There is small birds flying outside your windows, slowly. And then there's a waterfall. You can hear the sound of water and the stream just running outside your cabin. The birds, the animals, everything is going walking by beside you. Slowly look away. Look into the room. Everything is gone. Every single bad thing that you feared, everything is gone. Whatever you're seeing right now is what you want. Visualize everything that you desire in your dream home, what you want. Your TV, your internet, or your gun, your iPhone, your ritual items, your grimoire, everything. Visualize that in front of you. Decorate it. Decorate this cabin like you want. Then slowly walk out of the cabin. Feel as you slowly open the wooden door. Feel and hear the small crack of the old wood in the jungles. And when you open the door, you look at all the small animals outside waiting for you. All the water, all the birds going by. You can see shadows of entities, dryads, beings of the forest near you. They are one with nature. You are at your home, your place where magic is one with nature, where you are magic, where you are nature. Slowly walk towards the stream of water. This is stream of destiny. This is the source. Follow this river downstream, you will reach the abyss. Follow this river to the waterfall and above off, you will reach the fate tree. You will reach Yggdrasil, the world tree where the Norns stay, where which connects everything, every single world. Then look beside your house. You will see there is a huge tree, an oak tree, if I'm right, or an ash tree. There is a small, there is a small hole at the bottom of it. Just walk beside it. When you look down, you see darkness. However, at the end of it, you see light. Do not go down there. Look at it. This is the tunnel which will connect you to your other planes. If you want to create another home, when you go down that tree, you will be going to another white room. You can create a new world there as well. So look around, look into the house. This is your mental palace. Create anything as powerful as you want. For me, I have huge walls. I have three huge walls outside of the Yggdrasil and to the edge of the abyss to protect my mind from any invaders. This is power. This is magic. Now slowly go back to the room. Slowly walk and lie down to the bed. As you fall deeper, see yourself falling back into your human body. Slowly fall back. Then touch whatever it is near you to know that you are here. You're back home.
Mm.
This,
Good God.
That was such a surreal place, and it was so beautiful.
I know.
My own little oak cabin, and have all my things with me.
That memory one was quite terrifying.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and
I just cannot stop smiling whenever I think about the place.
so many weird fetishes.
It's quite exhausting though.
It is.
However, it can be addicting as well. So please be
Yeah.
cautious when you do that. You may just
Yeah,
go
Yeah,
I
outside of the
already have
real
a
world.
fever. I already have a fever and cold. Still, yeah, I'm trying my
try not
best.
try not to become diluted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
What your goal should be at this point is to create that paradise into your own world. Just be strong enough so you can create your own cabin in the woods.
That cabin feels like heaven. Sora,
I know.
that's it feels like heaven.
I actually felt like I was able to fully relax, which I'm normally not able to do
It's
due to
like quite
trauma.
utopic. It's quite utopic. Like it's not reality. It feels like it's not reality. It's not real. Like why do I keep feeling like that? That it's never going to happen and stuff like that. Negative stuff like that.
That is where that is where you're wrong. You have to
Yeah.
It is
create that
real.
reality.
It's like reality always pulls me and says like this is where you are. It's
Want
like
to do something fun since you all are able to do this? I'm not
yeah,
sure of
sure.
Aya. Aya seems to
Yes,
have gone
yes.
down. What was
No,
your
no, I'm
experience, man?
I'm
I
actually
didn't
here.
even know I was able to
Actually,
do
the
that.
experience was really blissful.
It
Uh,
was.
Like
right,
everyone
what?
has said, it's really weird when you see unable to do that. It's like, how was I able to do this?
Yeah, sort of.
In Magic, most of the time we are trying to create our paradise on Earth, and we want to summon entities out of the ether into the world, while we are
How
forgetting that we can just go back to the ether as well.
how can we go back there?
Just close your eyes and slowly fall deeper. And
Deeper into the void, and we'll
when you wake
be
up,
at
pull your head up,
Yggdrasil.
and then you will be waking up at the bed again. The cabin, everything is there again. Now, come back home. come back to the real world, and just remember every single feeling that you had. So when you're back in the real world, remember the feeling, the every single thing, every single part of the world that you just experienced. So now we will be doing something. If you can do this, then I probably will be teaching you how to summon a demon, because this is going to be really good if you can do this. So I want you to take a hand in front of you like this, and then visualize that you are still inside the cabin and you are moving your hand as well inside of it.
Hold on, let me. So how do we, like
You're in the two places at the same time. Try
Like where?
visualizing.
like
Can you
this?
please repeat it?
Just pull your hand out like this and then think and visualize that you are also inside the world, inside your true mind's
Heaven.
palace.
Okay. So I'm
And
at two
then,
places.
yeah, at the same time,
Okay, thank you.
visualize that your dream palace, your soul palace, is covering your hand. Your hand in the soul palace is covering your hand in the real world as an overlap, as a covering, as a glove. And then in your dream world, light your hand in black flames. Feel the energy in the real world as well. When you light
Oh
the flame,
man,
it's in the real world as well.
Holy shit, I can feel it.
This
I can
is the
feel a
power of
ball of
magic.
circle. I can feel
This this
ball.
is a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Like I said in the beginning, magic is what you're keeping it to be. Just whatever
This
you
feels
are magic.
natural.
It's like a ball is around my palm.
Exactly.
Strong ball of energy.
Yeah, it feels like a blanket around my hand.
Yeah, it feels like armor, solid armor around for me. And a ball of something, I don't know, like key or something. So sort of Dragon Ball Z stuff.
It
Key is
feels so
actually real.
alive.
Like this is how
Uh,
you know magic exists. Like you can feel everything at this point.
no, my arms are pain.
This, wow.
Then how about we do something different as well? Visualize the black flame in your finger as well again, just on your fingertip.
Okay.
And then take it to your third eye, right? Then create a circle around it.
Around our third eye?
Yeah, with a black flame. And then you feel the throbbing feeling like your forehead is being surrounded by a black flame circle in your soul palace and even in the true life. And then try to look to the outside world with from the circle that you have created. You will feel something. This is your third eye. Try looking around. You will feel something. You will see and sense something. Third eye is not just an eye, it is an entire different sensory organ.
I can't feel anything.
It might take time, like I said, it's really hard most of the time. The third eye is one of the most complex things in magic.
Yeah, I've never opened it. Like I don't know
I,
properly about it.
It's
I'm
already opened.
starting to, I'm starting to feel something.
I'm not surprised. Abriel has always been more daring than most of you all here. Not just a jab, but he has been in my friend circle for some time now, and he has been doing a lot of interesting things like opening a portal to another realm and calling some of the other magicians just to close that.
I didn't. I didn't even mean to do that when it happened.
It was fun though, like seeing
Yeah,
so many different entities from the Shadow Realm just walking around the real world. I never expected to see that
yeah.
so soon.
I don't know. This is just kind of where I was naturally led for the most
So,
part.
how does everybody feel now after doing the little exercise?
I,
Sleepy.
I feel this.
Sleepy.
I feel
Yeah,
very
me
light,
too.
actually.
I
I'm
feel
quite
kind of
exhausted.
heavy,
Wait,
but I
Yeah, I
do
feel
one at a
feel
time,
exhausted.
one at a time, one at a time. First,
relaxed.
first Kevin.
I feel exhausted and sleepy.
All right, Arya.
I feel very light. I'm really feeling very light.
All right, Abriel now.
I feel a little bit heavy, and I feel
Yeah, same here.
relaxed. And I feel this heat around me.
A primordial sort of heat.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels like it's pulling me in.
Don't give in to the temptation though. If you do that, you will fall deeper and you will be never able to come out. I have seen people who have committed suicide just to go back to the dream world and live there permanently.
This
This is
feels weird fighting it.
agreed. This is true dark magic, not just summoning demons. It's giving into the temptation and then fighting.
Ugh, my
I do feel relaxed now.
I
A
still
lot of
feel relaxed, but my mind, it feels so different.
same
I
here.
I I just saw my world ripple.
The world rippling is also normal.
No, like my physical bedroom.
You are really much closer to attaining the Theta Gamma state than I thought, honestly. If you saw your room ripple, then I think on the next stage we can do this as well. All right.
I've never been in the theta gamma state before. It's like everything. It's like everything rose up for a second and then it rose back down.
For a second, you are reaching a state where nothing is real and everything is real at the same time.
Oh,
You can say that this is the divine spark of creation given by God to man.
Yeah, I I feel otherworldly.
Take your time.
I don't know what it is, but I've never felt fully human, even before I got into the practice.
Some of us are just born to be different.
And that's okay.
I believe so.
I've always felt this feral part of me, if that makes any sense.
All right.
More animalistic, simpler.
Gabriel,
Yeah,
I will contact you later for
okay.
in the next few days before the full moon. I will contact you. We will be doing the werewolf initiation later. I think you're ready to do that.
Ooh. Huh, that's interesting you bring up the full moon because I was born at midnight on the dot and it was a full moon, if not 99% full.
Well, I guess that answers most of the things.
And I was
Yes.
also born on the last day of Cancer and the first day of Leo. And I was in the ICU for 3 days after my birth.
I see.
Oh,
Is that most of the time when we perform magic, it's really hard to gain answers.
Yeah. I feel like I'm starting to come out of that state. I still feel kind of dreamy.